Okay, thank you everyone for introducing yourselves and taking part in WISE. What I'd like you to do now is to take out that piece of paper that I gave you earlier. There's one called the outcome rating scale, or if you're doing the electronic version, you can just log in, and when you're ready, you're going to see something like this, or you're going to have something like this. Okay. And what I want you to do is think back over the last week and kind of assess how you've been doing in these 4 areas. And together they're going to help us kind of track how you're doing from when you first started this group and through the group till we finish. And this will help us, see if you're making progress, if this is helping you or not. And so the 4 areas are individually, and so this is what your personal well-being, how you're doing. Interpersonally, your family and close relationships, and socially, that's work, your friends, and then kind of overall, general, how you've been doing. So is that clear for anyone? Yes, Jackie?
I'm just not sure about the difference between how I'm doing interpersonally and how I'm doing socially.
Okay, good question. Okay, and so interpersonally is more about that your family and your close personal relationships and how you feel things have been going there. Whereas socially is more your outer world, your work, your school, that kind of thing. Does that help?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have a question.
Yes.
On the overall, is that an average of the other 3, or what is that?
Sure. Well, it can be an average of the other 3, but it can also be, based on, what's more important to you. So maybe, if work is something that is a real important part of your life, then and if things aren't going well at work, well then that could also be reflected, on your overall. Does that help?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. All right, so just go ahead. Okay, so if everyone is happy with your scores, if you're using the electronic version, you're going to have a graph like this. Cut that out. Did it again. I don't know how that happened. Did you do it twice?
Oh yeah, I did it again.
Just back up.
No, because I'd have to start all over, so I'll just cut it out.
Okay.
So I'm going. Okay, so we're going back to.
But I just did what was on the screen.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know what's happening there.
Okay.
Going back to, okay, so if you're happy with your scores. Okay, so if you are happy with your scores, if you did the electronic version, you can see that simply on your graph where your score has come up for you. And then if you're doing the paper version, what you're going to do is we're going to actually take a ruler, and so everybody's got a ruler, and we're going to mark with the ruler using centimeters, starting on this side here. We're just going to go across and we're going to see where is that score coming up in centimeters and millimeters. So like 3.7. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add those scores up. You want to just go ahead and add those scores up. And when you've got your score, then take this graph here, and each week we're going to track our progress on the graph. And I'll be entering this into the system, so I will have an electronic version of it as well. So we just go here, so this is, we're on session 1. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to just mark it right on that line. Okay? Is that clear to everybody?